That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Take four.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On first down, here's Breida.
Yeah, I thought that nigga was going to grab him.
Pickup of about 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Yeah, boy.
On second down, a run with Breida. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I seen you stop, but you were so far inside.
How about the execution?
Now, I ain't know what the other nigga was going to do. That was next to the corner. But shit, that nigga feet was in the mud.
He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something. And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board. Let's go, let's go. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this one complete to Reed. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not.
Boy.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down to the field. He wants a challenge here.
Boy.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Kid about the only one I chased this shit to. I ain't got no.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
I just got to get his speed up in his route running.
3rd down, here's Haskins.
Nothing. Get out of that.
Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
He forced the shit, dude.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gold is able to put it through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Washington.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And some work. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 38 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Sponge. Mike, 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
53 is the line. Push him back. Push him back. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarek McKinnon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins.
Oh, I didn't even see that nigga.
Big loss here as he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Mike 20.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Damn.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and long. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A.J. Green. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike, 50.
From midfield now, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something
that's caught inside the 20.
Fucked up.
And he gets it down deep into San Francisco
I tried to straight, but that bitch wasn't straight.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time.
Oh, here it goes. The correct one go though.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Second and 10.
Man, you gotta take that, bro. Man, don't dance, bitch.
5 seconds to go.
You gotta take that.
Green once again the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm ugly for it.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This one taken from the 7. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
He jumped over that nigga.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Haskins. Taking a shot for Samuel. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Check, 59. Watch the twist. Check.
They'll set up the throw.
Oh, my God.
And he finds the tight end, Reed.
Why?
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. the play fake. He'll look to throw. Finding Green complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check, 59. 59 is Mike. Check, 59.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going for it all.
They
That's
caught pass
incomplete,
interference.
but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
I'm
So the
not
pass
worried about that
incomplete
nigga
in the
getting
end zone, but
beat.
contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent
Damn.
real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw
It's
it.
it might be the
come out here in
99
the
press
eye.
too.
Watch the slip.
Like, that nigga gonna hold you there for a second with that press.
On the ground,
yeah.
Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And look at this for the second straight play. The 49ers defense drops him for a loss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
What you doing?
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They run with Geis.
It's just me and you.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Let's think about this stage in the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller, because you know it's a heavy conversation right here. Because I'm guaranteed the play caller's like, Coach, I got this. I've got a play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. Hopkins' kick is good. And that's going to tie us at 13. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? Touchdown definitely would have been nice.
I put all the points on Haskins.
But here,
shit,
you
this
get back on
nigga
even
ain't
terms.
doing shit.
Now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
This will be fielded at the
Got
6.
the motherfucking tree.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Ready. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Haskins. Deep ball for Goodwin. Marquise Goodwin, 79 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Every time he in a discussion of the trade, that bitch goes fuck off, man. God. I thought I fucked up. I seen 2 people back there. Sheesh. Yes.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him.
Oh, yeah. Sherman for sure. But you know that bitch been messing with you.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
The rest of these niggas. Word.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check.
I like him.
And that one covered beautifully.
Yeah,
the
you fucked the
defenders
whole
stay
crowd
home,
up.
and they'll stop
Glad the big boy be
him
swimming down that line.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw.
Free smoke.
Deep for Green. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it.
I stopped and straight too early. Then I started back running.
3
Shit.
interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to
They
be
would have threw a
gleaned
flag right
every
there.
time you throw an interception
Ooh,
if you
that
do
would
things
hurt.
the
You
right
see
way.
it? See, I stopped, and then I turned
hasn't
around
there
again to
been
hit a turn.
a pretty darn good quarterback along
That
the
would-
way
that
who
would
threw a
hurt
lot
right
of
there, but
interceptions
it's
early,
right there.
learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one
I just
Peyton
can't let-
Manning
I
through
can't let
28
computer
his
do this
rookie
thing. I
year.
gotta be
That's the
like that shit
NFL
myself.
record. How things turn out for
Fuck
him?
up is my
I
fault.
think, okay, he's the guy on the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is Breida.
I fucked up. I fucked it up.
Up to the 43
Ooh,
for
I seen a lane.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert.
Oh, moving up, that's a lot to ask for, you know, bro. God damn, that bitch tried.
At this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 35 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
53 is the mic. Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Get out of there.
For a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved the hand like, who cares? They got here. Do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bitch. What you trying to do? What you trying to do, Sherman?
56, right there.
I gotta take this line right here, though.
I'm on. 56, the
I'm
mark.
coming with
56,
the line right here, though. Some hot coming with the line right here, though.
They're going to look to throw.
Oh, choo-choo. Run him down.
It's complete. And they've got it across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A 1st down and then some. 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. And his throw here's incomplete. Who's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
Fire, watch your hair.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like
that
that downfield.
So Fire, watch your hat.
But the offense is staying out there to go for it.
You don't want to burn that weave up there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Face mask, man. Face mask.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run again with Breida. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I said I made Subo.
Here's Haskins to throw.
I said I made Subo, sir.
Deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown.
I said I made Subo.
This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Hold on, now I made the playoffs in the other league with the Redskins.
Preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves,
I got Haskins at quarterback.
Living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the 49ers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.